What's your initial thoughts on Daniel Jones being named the Week 1 starter for the Colts, and not necessarily just Week 1, but the quote coming out that like this is our starter for the season. We are not, giving this a short leash.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I think you got to be concerned because if your best option is that you've got Daniel Jones as your quarterback, you know what Daniel Jones is. I don't think that he's going to have a revival or renaissance like we saw with Sam Darnold. It's concerning because they invested all that in Anthony Richardson, and we've seen him make a couple plays that make some throws. You're like, wow, he really has some potential there. But then you see him really make a lot of throws where there are more struggles than not. And you were hoping that he was going to grow, develop, make some improvement. And we just haven't seen that. And so the fact that they are not just riding with him for a little bit to see if he works his way out of it, and that they're just already pulling the plug and saying, hey, we're going with Daniel Jones, that tells me that maybe he's not doing what they were wanting him to do. And that was part of the issues with him last year, was the approach that they wanted him to take to the game in preparation, and he wasn't. And so, yeah, I don't know what the level of optimism can be. I know they've got a good defense. I know they've got a good run game. So maybe they're hoping that, okay, hey, if we run the ball a lot, we lean on our defense, maybe we can, get something out of Daniel Jones. But as far as like the ceiling, not too high.
No, and I'm a Colts fan. I grew up a Colts fan, and I do not have high expectations on the team this year. But I can't help but feel like possibly, this could have something to do with what happened last year when he tapped himself out of the game. Like, how much is that still lingering, you think, within the organization and within the locker room, where they just, in a 50-50 shot, they'd rather go away from him than with Anthony Richardson?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing is, like, you would have hoped that, okay, after that, which was so embarrassing, that was just such a bad look, you would hope that, okay, he would kind of gotten his head right in the offseason and realized, hey, I really got to bring it. I've got to change my approach. And I don't know who's in his ear, what kind of mentorship he has, but it doesn't seem like, I think if he was trending upward, they would have been patient with some hiccups or some missed throws and things like that. But the fact that they are going with Daniel Jones tells me that, yeah, he has not won them over. He has not regained their trust. And they'd rather go with a guy that they know is limited but carries himself like a pro than a guy that's got all the ability in the world but can't get the job done and doesn't have the right approach.